Alright class, we're going to move into guided practice. We've already done 2 problems on mode, and now I'm going to ask for your help. Before we get started, the first thing I want you to do is I'll pull those chairs in all the way, get your bottoms way to the back. Your back should be touching the chair, close to it. Excellent. I've got Claire, I've got Kaya, Kate's there, Eddie is with me. All eyes tracking me. I'll be taking questions during the guided practice from raised hands. Also, I'm going to be cold calling, so just be prepared and follow along. Alright. The first thing we're going to do is remind ourselves, what's the definition of mode? Kaya?
The mode is the numbers that repeats the most in a data set.
That's right. And let's read those 2 things that we need to remember about mode while we're finding the mode in these problems. Claire, read those 2 things, those if statements.
If there's no number that repeats in the data set, then there is no mode. If there's more than one number.
I'm going to ask you to just slow down. Read it again in a professional voice. We want to make sure everyone in the class can hear you. Start again.
If there is no number that repeats in the data set, then there is no mode. If there's more than one number that repeats the most, then all of those numbers are the mode.
That's correct. All right, everyone should have their notes in front of them and their pencils ready to take notes. Eddie's got his notes there, Claire's there, Kaya's there. Excellent. Eddie, read the first problem out loud.
Find the mean of the following data set.
You can go ahead and stop there. We all see the numbers, they're on our paper. What's this question asking? Kate?
So find the mode.
That's correct. How do we do that? What's the first step, Kaya?
The mode is the numbers that repeats the most.
Claire, that's a demerit. I need you tracking the board. Kaya, put those legs all the way under the desk. Repeat yourself. What is the mode?
The mode is the number that repeats the most in a data set.
That's correct. So we're looking for the mode. What's the first step I'm going to use to find that? Claire, Kate?
Group the numbers that repeat.
Group the numbers that repeat in the data set. Okay. What number will I start with, Kate?
6.
6. It's the first number in our data set. Sounds like a good place to start. How many 6s are there?
2.
2. Write that down. 2 6s. Claire's got it. Eddie's writing. Kaya's there. Cross them out as you write them down. What's the next number in my data set? Claire?
7.
Eddie, I need your feet silent. How many 7s are there?
3.
That's correct. Write 3 7s down. Kate, I need you to pull that chair all the way in, legs underneath you. Slash them out as you write them down. What's the next number, Kaya?
4.
4. How many 4s are there?
There's only one 4.
If there's only one 4, does 4 repeat?
One time.
Let's think about that. If there's just one 4, it's not repeating. We need to see more than one number. So if there's just one 4, does it repeat, Kaya?
No.
No. And if it repeats, can it be our mode?
If it repeats, yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't repeat, I'm sorry. If it doesn't repeat, can it be our mode?
No.
No, it can't. We just cross it off and move on to the next number. What is that, Eddie? What's our next number?
Ask someone else.
Eddie, that's a demerit. I need you to be focused on the work. You can see on the board the next number. What is it?
3.
3. How many 3s are there? Eddie?
4.
4, that's right. Cross them out, write them down. Kate's got it, Claire's there, Kaya's got it. Okay, just sit up all the way. The next number in our data set, Kate?
2.
How many are there?
2.
Write that down. And the next number, Claire?
1.
1. How many 1s are there?
2.
2. Writing 2 1s down, slashing them out as I write. What's the last number there, Kaya?
The last number is a 0.
The last number is a 0. Does the 0 repeat, Eddie?
No.
No. If it doesn't repeat, can it be our mode, Kaya? No, it cannot. Cross it off. What's the next step that we're going to use in order to find our mode? Okay?
count the amount of numbers in each group.
All right, and we've already done that when we group the numbers together, so we're going to skip on to that second step. Claire, do the third step. Claire, what is that?
Identify the number that is repeated the most.
And what number is repeated the most?
3.
3. How many 3s are there?
4.
That's correct. 3 is the mode. Write that down on your notes. We are moving on to the next question. Eddie, read it for us.
Katie took a total of 7 mathematics tests. The scores on her tests are shown in the table below. What is the mode of Katie's mathematics test? Katie's mathematics test scores.
Thank you.
Test.
Thank you, Eddie. What is this question asking us, Kaya? Kaya, I need you to be tracking me at all times. That's it.
Do it again.
So I started
Do it again.
It's a demerit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know.
It's the second time, right?
It's not the second time.
No.
It's like okay. So just.
So no, you're okay. So I need you to be tracking the board or tracking your notes,
Okay.
right?
Kaya, I need you to be tracking the board or your notes at all times. What is this question asking for? Asking us.
We just finished. Well, I don't know where we are.
Kaya, we're on question 2. You need to be tracking the board and the speaker at all times.
So
This is
do you want me to be reading the question, the whole thing?
Kaya, that's a demerit. I'm asking you, what is this question asking us?
Katie took a total of 7 mathematics tests. The scores on her test.
Kaya,
I'm just
asking-
trying to find the answer.
I need you to silently look through this question and figure out what it is asking us. I did not ask you to read it out loud.
The mode.
It's asking for the mode. The mode of what, Claire?
Of the mathematics course.
Of the mathematics. Fill in that extra blank. There's one more
Oh,
word.
the test course.
Perfect. Which column are you going to look in to find those scores, Kate?
The second column.
The second column. And what's the title of that column?
Score percent.
Score percent. Yes, Eddie?
Why don't we look at the first column?
That's a good question. Why don't we go back and read the definition? Will you read the definition out loud for me?
The mode is the number that represents that repeats the most on the data set.
In the data set. So we need to figure out, here it's very clear. What's the data set? It's these numbers that are listed. Here we have 2 columns and we need to figure out which one has the data set, the information we want to find the mode of, and this one is simply a list. So I see that the information the question is asking me for is test scores. So I look for the information under score, because I know that's what I'm looking for from the question. Is that clear? Nodding your head. I think you're clear on that one. Excellent. So, we're looking for the mode. What's the first step we're going to do, Claire?
We find out how many times the numbers repeat.
Find out how many times the number repeats. So, what number are you going to look at first, Claire?
96.
96. Does it repeat, Kate? Eddie, I need your pencil silent.
No.
No, it does not. Let's cross it out. What's the next number we're going to look at, Kaya?
99.
And what are you asking yourself when you look at that number?
I say, does this repeat in the data set?
Does it?
No.
Eddie, that's a demerit. I need you silent. Kaya, does it repeat? No, it does not. What do we do?
Cross it out.
Cross it out. Take 30 seconds. See if you find any mode in the rest of this problem. Go. I see Eddie working. He's crossing out his numbers. Claire. Kay is almost finished. Kate, I need you to be working. If you're finished, eyes on me. Got Kate's eyes, Claire's eyes, Kaya's eyes, Eddie's there, we're ready. What is the mode, Kate?
There is no mode.
There is no mode. Why, Kaya?
I got 0.
Got 0. I'm going to pause with that. We're going to keep going with Kate's answer. Why is there no mode, Eddie?
None of the numbers are repeated.
None of the numbers are repeated. So let's go back up into that definition.
Good. Positives.